All right. So here we're supposed to set up the Django models or models for 3 different Django applications or Django projects. One that resembles Amazon, Grubhub, IMDb, Medium. So these are literally 3 different Django projects that have a single Django app within them. So now that you have some familiar with reading and validating records in the database, it's time to explore associations. As I mentioned before, knowing how to set up your database and the associations between them, what tables to use and everything, that is extremely important to know how to do. More so than validators, even more so than like, I don't want to say more so than queries, but like if you don't have your table set up, querying is just going to be that much more difficult. So get your table set up correctly and your association set up correctly. It'll make your queries much simpler to do. All right. So I think we said Amazon. So where'd it go? Here it goes. All right. Let me zoom in. So I've downloaded or I've cloned Django associations. I had it's -1 because I already have a Django associations on my, this is almost like a duplicate. But the first thing I need to do is what when setting up?
Create a virtual environment.
Yep, create a virtual environment. So Python -make, -m for make, v, and I'm just gonna call this virtual environment. Then I'm just gonna immediately go into it like so. And I'm currently in my virtual environment because you see a little v, which is the name of the virtual environment. And it's right here. It's grayed out because it comes with a gitignore file that already ignores my virtual environment. What's the next thing I need to do?
Install your requirements.
Install my requirements. Does anybody remember how I go about doing that?
Pip install -r requirement, or like the name of the file that you intend to use to source your requirements.
Yep. So I'm going to list everything out just to make sure I've got the requirements.txt right there. So I'm going to pip install -r requirements.txt. Hopefully everything is working. And while that's installing, I'm going to go ahead and open up the Amazon Django project and then inside the store app. All right. This is kind of weird.
I think someone pointed out yesterday that this project didn't actually have a Django project inside of it.
Okay. Is there anything that we needed to do to get it set up?
I basically just redid the start project, then start app, and kind of modified the test to have the GitHub in it.
All right.
I just deleted them because they didn't have a settings file and just started over.
So when you said you started over, so
You just, yeah, create a new project.
so you literally just create a new project and move these tests over. Is that what you all did?
Yeah, I cut and paste the tests into the newly created start app. It works if you do it. I can guarantee it.
I'm just gonna do old. All right. So if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and create a new Amazon project within Amazon store. So I can do Django admin start project Amazon. There we got the Amazon. I'm going to CD into Amazon, list everything out. I'm going to, yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Yep. All right. List everything out. Python manage.py start app store. Does that make sense? Does that look good? And I'm going to copy all these tests over to here. And did it give us a template of what? Models there, models there. Nope. So we don't have any specific models yet. Is that right? Like we just have the test to go off of.
I'm just wondering why you didn't populate a settings.py file though.
Because then you'd have to Where is it? Copy all this over, and I mean, it should work. You just have to make sure that all your Django settings are correct and pointing to the correct, like pretty much everything.
But I thought as soon as you make a new project and then start it, it populates a settings folder, or I'm sorry, a settings file for you.
Once you create a new project, it creates a settings directory for it. So this one is all, honestly, this Amazon old one is all jacked up because it doesn't even have the ASGI, the WSGI, URLs, or settings. It's almost like two apps within one. So
Yeah,
like,
that's kind of threw me off for like the longest time.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
yeah. So we're gonna have to fix that. But thank you for finding that and bringing it to our attention. All right. So I'm gonna clear the terminal. Whoa. So let's go through the tests. Hopefully everything works. So if I do Python manage.py, test, I don't know if this is actually gonna work. Okay, looks like it worked. So we've got 4 errors. Okay. So if we look at the tests, I'm just gonna comment them out. If you don't know, setup is ran before. So this method right here is ran before each test is ran. Just how, like a helper built-in method that runs before each test is executed. So I'm looking here at the setup and I'm just examining what tables I need. So with that, it looks like I'll need a users table, a shops table, a user table, and a reviews table. As far as how they're related, I don't know. I'll just kind of look at each test and kind of go off that. So class user inherits from the models.model. And I'm just going to do pass. Is that right? And I'm going to do 3 more and just change those to shop, product, and review. All right. So let's just kind of go through how this actually might work. All right. So shop owner, we're creating a new user object, and then right here, and then shop, we're creating shop, creating a new shop query or shop entry, and we're assigning that owner field to the shop owner object, which is a user. So just from here, I'm guessing that I'm going to have an owner on here. And this models, if it's pointing to this shop owner. So I guess like if you're creating like an Amazon or a store, a shop would have one owner. So let's just say model, is it models? No. Yeah. Models dot, it's going to be a foreign key. And what that's going to point to is the user model. What else do we need in here? Do we need anything in here? Let's just see if this works as is. So right here. So I'm going to run that. Do I have to actually run that? Or do I actually have to make migrations and all of that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Make migrations.
Well, I think you got to make a database if you don't have one yet.
I'm just going to do run make. I'm going to use their built-in SQL database instead of my own Postgres database. Make migrations store. Wait, uh-oh. What did I forget to do? It says no installed app with label store.
Settings.
Yep. Very common error. So in here, Store.
Is there a standard for adding like new apps at the top of the installed apps or the bottom, or is it just like preference?
I just generally add things to the bottom, just because, yeah, there isn't really a like best practice or anything like that. All right. So I'm gonna clear. Now, do I need to migrate? Yeah, make migrations. Uh-oh. Cool. So init, missing one required positional argument, models, line 8, right here. So what did I miss?
Need to have it on delete cascade.
And what is on delete?
So when you make it doesn't like duplicate your thing, and the takes care of the foreign keys as well with the cascade.
So it's when I delete this shop, it will, or
I think it's when you delete the user, when the user closes his or her account, he's gonna delete the shop too.
the shop associated with it.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like remember in like the raw SQL, it's like drop table if exists, name of the table name, cascade. So that's essentially what this is doing. All right. Anything else? Let's just see if this works. All right, cool. Make migrations. Now I'm going to migrate just the store. All right, cool. Now let's actually run some tests. All right, one test failed. What happened? Product got an unexpected keyword argument.
If you comment out some of the setup, you can
here we
save
go.
yourself space.
Yep, there we go. So I'm going to clear. Let's pass this one. Yay, I passed it. Okay. One down, 6 more to go, or however many, 5 more. All right, let's uncomment that one, and let's uncomment some of these as well. So list self.shop.products. So self.shop.products.all should return a list. So if I look up here, product.objects has a thing called shop on it, looks like. And is that very similar to here? So, or product. So a single product belongs to a shop. All right. Do I have to make migrations and all that again? Oh, great. I might have to like, let's see. All right. Uh-oh, what happened? Review. Okay, that same thing. Let's clear that. Uh-oh. Shop has no attribute products. So I'm looking at the self.shop. So self.shop, and I'm trying to do dot products. Why isn't that working? So I'm from the shops, and I'm trying to get to products.
So is there a
Shop
way to
doesn't
get to
have a
it?
product yet.
I'm sorry?
Oh, is there?
Shop doesn't have products yet.
Yeah, you need a related name.
Yep. So I'm able from product, I'm able to get to shops, but from shops, I'm unable to get to products. And there's a way to do that. It's called a related name. Whoa. And related name is essentially like, all right, what keyword do you want to provide to do the reverse lookup? So from here, we're doing product.shops. We're able to get to a shop. But what if we want to go from shop to products? Well, we're able to do that by running products on here.
You're missing a D.
Thank you. So if I So now I'm able to do shop dot products, and I should be able to get the products. So again, I'm going to have to probably migrate, make migrations. Clear, 1, 2, 3. Let's do test. Okay, that worked. So almost always provide a related name when you're having a foreign key, because this is just a one, you can only go one direction starting from product and get to the shop, but you can't start from the shop and get to the products. So if you provide a related name, it's easier to do that. Now, if you don't provide a related name, it already kind of has one built in, but you kind of have to already know that it would be called the built-in related name. So for example, if I wanted to query this, I would do like new, or just say like shop dot objects, I don't know, dot get like ID equals 1. And then I can do products dot all, very similar to what this is doing. So this is getting a single object. Dot products is associated with that related name. However, it already has a built-in one. I think it's, I could be mistaken, but I think it's shop underscore set or double underscore set. And it's almost pretty much doing the same thing as what the related name is doing. I think it's like shop underscore set. Can anybody can verify that? Does anybody like know that off the top of their head, or like remember seeing that somewhere in the documentation? Anyway, when in doubt, just provide a related name so you don't have to memorize what like the shop underscore set is.
Yeah, that sounds a lot easier.
Yeah. All right. What questions do you have up until this point? Nothing. All right. Let's start with third test. So product.shop. So this probably should pass because we're grabbing the product and we're doing .shop, and it should also equal this shop object. So if I clear that and test, 3 tests ran, great. Now product reviews, self.product.reviews. So self.product reviews all equals self.all. So on the reviews model, what should we have? Like when you're writing a review on Amazon, what do you, like what are some common things that are associated with that review?
Comments, ratings, pictures and stuff like that.
Okay.
Username.
Yeah. Who's providing that review, right?
Yeah, the user.
Yep. So maybe like a user, and that user would be like associated with this user. So we can models dot foreign key, pretty much the same thing as this, but instead of user, we can do, or instead of shop, we can do user and reviews for the related name, because we're doing the reverse lookup. So we can go from user dot reviews and get all that user's reviews. What else when we're reviewing? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Somebody have a question?
Are you searching for the products reviews though?
In here, yeah, I mean, yeah, we will, but right here, we have to figure out, we can also get all the reviews from a single user. So I'm like not really associating with this test right now. I'm just writing a model, a review model on like how I think it might, what can consist on it. So a review has to have a user on it, like who provided that user or provided that review. And what else? What else do we need on the reviews?
It would probably need text.
We need text. Yep. But what are we reviewing?
Product itself.
Product.
The product itself. Yep. So I'm going to add product. Very similar to here. Foreign key. Oh wait, yeah. So foreign key and then set of products. We do product. And we can go from product reviews, users reviews. I think we can use the same related name. Let's just see.
Hey, I would imagine so, because you go into 2 different tables.
Yep. Dot reviews, but we'll figure it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We can always make this like user reviews or something like that. All right. So very same thing. Product is associated with that review, and again, you can also add text like char field models.char field. Like is max length like 255. However, a review might be a text field actually, because it doesn't have a max length, but we can make the max length like 2000 if we wanted to. You can also, someone said pictures, so we can add a bunch of stuff to the review, but we want to just keep these as slim as possible to make sure to pass the test specs. So self.product.reviews.all, so all the products or all the reviews should equal self.review. So I think that's good for that one. We haven't filled out the user object yet, or the user table. Okay. Oh, make migrations. 1, none, 1, none. Okay. All right. Let's see if this worked. Uh-oh. No attribute user. Well, I'll just do that. Where was that located at? Self.user.
When I would hit problems
right
like
here.
this where the migrates don't apply, so I found that dropping DB and restarting it was helpful.
Yep. Yeah, but I will do that if I don't if it doesn't work right now. But I think it's just because I tried to create this thing and I didn't have this user object created, or I wasn't invoking that. I had that commented out. There we go. And lastly, let's look at this one. Self.review.user equals user. That might work. Yep, that worked. But I'm trying to think now. A user can post many reviews, and a review can have many users. Does that make sense?
Review only has one user and one product.
Right, but a review can have many users.
How?
That's a good question. We can create a many-to-many relationship.
Well, no, I mean, what does it mean for a review to have many users? It could be viewed by.
Oh, yeah.
Is it different reviews? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. What I meant to say is a user can review many products, and a product can have many reviews. That's probably that probably makes more sense.
Yeah, that wording's better now.
Yeah. So with that, so if a user can review many products and a product can have like many reviews, we can have a many-to-many relationship. I'm just gonna create a reviewed products field on here, and this is just extra models that doesn't have anything to do with the specs, the tests. So what is the review table? What is that? What kind of table does that look like? Does anybody know?
It almost looks
I
like
got-
a join table.
Yeah, I was about to say that because it's very similar to the enrollment table from the school database example we did.
Yep. So it looks like a join table. So when you create a many-to-many relation, a join table, a many-to-many relationship, Django already automatically creates a join table for you. However, if your join table requires additional fields such as text or like photos or how many stars, you need to create that table, that join table manually. And you can create a many-to-many relationship, but go use this review table as essentially as a join table. So reviewed products. So a user can have many products, and a product can, I guess, have many reviews. So a many-to-many relationship looks like review. Why is that like so? It's probably because it's not made yet. Oh, great. Ugh. Whatever.
Tom, you could put the many to many in. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so that'll work. But in here, we put user through review. There we go.
I still think I'm missing it. A review can only have one product and one user. It's not like a movie that can have lots of actors and it's different. Wow, what? I don't see what you're joining.
So I'm trying to get all the product reviews. Essentially, I'm trying to go from user and get to how many products that user has reviewed.
But I don't think you need a join table for that. For example, in our movie thing, or in our classroom, our enrollment table would have 7 rows for one student enrolled in 7 classes, and the same class had a number of students in. And the reviews, I think, are unique. A user reviews a product, and that's unique. We don't have a group of reviews that are associated in the same manner as a typical join table.
So hold on. Let me think about this for a minute. I'm going to stop the recording and then